Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel brought to you by hashtag I found beauty in my scars. Today I read the Bible. I'm always reading a Bible, and today I came across a passage that I think many of people need to hear and cultivate their spirits and revitalize your energy and feel rejuvenated. I hope it helps. God answers prayers and delivers those who are faithful, because God is a faithful person, is a faithful spirit, is a faithful friend, and we need to invite him and trust in him and his processes. Guys, in 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 1, we meet a woman called Hannah. Hannah is in anguish, she's in sorrow, she's in agony, and she just needs God to hear her. She needs God to answer her prayer. Now Hannah is a woman who usually goes to church, a woman who goes to events, and they'll make alcohol, they will enjoy themselves. But there was a point where Hannah needed to break through the noise. Sometimes in life we just need to break through the noise and disconnect from the world's fun, from the world's noise, from their friends, from people who introduce us to a life or a dimension or a chapter that we cannot even express ourselves or realize who we are or discover our image. Instead, we lose our identity while following the crowd. So Hannah, on this day, Hannah is called by God, and she went into a temple because she was so angry and upset in sorrow. Why, God, are you not answering my prayers? I've been praying. And she had to disconnect from the world and realize who she is in order to be sober-minded. And because when you are in a silent place, you hear every little noise. She needed to be in a silent place to hear God's voice and for her to pray and beg God for this gift of a child. She was barren, she couldn't give birth, but she prayed for this gift of life, guys, and God answered. Because God will never forsake you, no matter what the circumstance it is in your life or the situation or the season. God will always answer if you come to him in silence, because God cannot be competing with the noise. God cannot be competing with your friends. God cannot be competing with your enemy, because sometimes your enemy is within you. They have contaminated, or you have conceived them through your ears, because you listen to them more than you listen to God. So we need to go into a quiet place so that God can prepare a table in front of our enemies. Hannah was being laughed at by Abu Penina because of her situation. Just like a lot of us, people are laughing at us because of our situations. Your friends are laughing at you behind your back because you work in a shop that they think is not a proper shop, or you work a job that they think they can never work at. People are laughing at you because you did not finish matric. People are laughing at you because at your age you don't have a child. God is asking you to let those people laugh, and he will put them at shame. Just like in Psalm 23, God is my shepherd, and he will prepare a table in front of your enemies. They'll be put at shame. They'll be embarrassed. Their laugh that they used to laugh at you, their voices will be silenced. Now they're going to be talking about your achievements and wondering, how did you get that? I mean, I'm sure Penina was asking herself or themselves, how did Hannah at her age get to give birth when she was struggling so hard? It's because she disconnected from them. She disconnected from hearing those laughs and inviting them as a permanent residence into her heart and into her mind. Sometimes you just have to disconnect from those people. When they laugh at you, you say, you know what? Laugh. You don't know what you're laughing at. You're laughing at danger, because when God shows up, he is going to show off. He will need to revitalize my energy. God is going to show off with me. He will restore my brokenness. He will heal me, because I do not have to pay any cent. However, I just need to go into a silent room. Hannah did not know how to be a mother. I did not know how to be disabled. I just had to ask God, they laughing at me being disabled. I'm in this situation. Please show me the direction. Answer my prayers. May I be the voice that realizes and discovers the inner me, the person who you created, the person you created with a beautiful mind. I don't want to be contaminated by negativities. I don't need pessimistic people around me. I need believers. So God comes with a direction. He becomes your detector. He becomes a person who gives you revelations, because when you are in a silent place, in a silent room, you can hear so much, and you know how to choose the words that you need to hear, and take away or flash away the ones that are going to affect you emotionally and physically. No matter the circumstance that you are in right now or the situation, just understand and comprehend that God has already gifted you with a mind. He just needs to make sure that your mind is utilized to the best of your ability. By you allowing Him to be part of your journey, He will take you out of a situation where you thought you could never ever have gotten out. So Hannah has been praying so hard. I've been praying so hard, God to show me direction, God to disconnect me from people who are here to steal, to destroy, and to introduce me into a life that does not it does not describe the best version of who I am. Hannah now has a child, and remember, the child that Hannah got was not just a child, and his name was Samuel. And Samuel means an inner voice that helps you to realize who you are. And he became an extraordinary person, a person who became a great prophet of the nation. You too, the seed that you are asking God to bless you with right now, it's not just going to be any seed. It's not just going to be any seed that will be in any garden. Because Hannah, she promised God that if you give me this gift, hey God, I will give it back to you. Because sometimes we ask God for so much, but we don't promise Him to also give back something to Him. God gave Hannah Samuel, and Samuel became the prophet that was serving the world, that was preaching to the world. So now when you ask for a seed, your seed is not just going to be like any other seed. Your qualification won't just be any qualification. It's going to be a qualification that's going to be utilized in different environments, in different departments that are going to change lives. When God gives you a seed of being an HR, promise to go and hire people who need jobs. When God gives you a voice, a seed of a voice, go and sing, go and worship, go and entertain people, go and give people hope through singing. If God gives you a seed of an apple, of bananas, of whatever business that you have, when you water it, promise God that you'll give back to Him by giving people who are in poverty. Help them to kill and destroy the generational poverty of their families. Don't just take from God and not give back to Him. Because Hannah said, God, if you give me this and keep your promise, I will give it back to you. And Samuel became a prophet. And I always pray to God, God, if you give me the gift or a seed of empowering people, of healing people, I will give it back to you by representing your image faithfully, gracefully, and structurally. Like I'm structured in a way that when I stand into a room, I don't want to introduce myself. I need you to be seen through me. I need people to be healed through me. I need people to understand and comprehend that you are the God whose nature is always to have mercy, and you heal the brokenhearted. You restore dignities. You give us something that we have thrown away ourselves. So pray for that seed. Pray for the job. Pray for the car. Pray for the license. Pray for the healing. God will give it to you. Just make sure that you also pray for a grace, and a grace that will give you strength as well to keep and maintain that gift. Because when you maintain it, it will multiply. Because when God gives you, He multiplies. He trains you into a way that when He breaks you into pieces in that situation, you end up being multiplied and be able to touch so many lives, and so many people will be healed, those who are connected to you. Because the promise that He has, it is connected to your suffering. If you're not willing to suffer, then you are not willing to reach to the promise. God will never allow you to go through so much just to watch your dreams die. So pray for that seed. It is coming. He's still in the blessing business. He's still gonna come into your house. Please open that door, because God is here. He is knocking by the door. He's not far. You are not. Stop looking at him or searching for him in places. He is not lost. Just open your heart. Go into a silent place. If you have to break up with friends, if you have to break relationships just to have space for God, so that he does not compete with your friends or the noise that you're hearing, that you are not beautiful enough, you don't qualify enough. God has already set a standard for you, a standard that nobody can destroy, even the devil himself. So please pray for that seed. Be Hannah. Go into that silent room and call God and tell him exactly what you want, because he will deliver to the faithful ones. Thank you.